The OSP's case to the court was that it had conducted a search in Madam Cecilia Dapaah's matrimonial home and discovered an amount of $590,000 and 2.7 million Ghana cedis. The OSP suspects that the property were tainted. The Office of the Special Prosecutor also found an undisclosed amount of transactions in two accounts belonging to the former minister. The accounts were today named Societe Generale Ghana and then Prudential Bank. The OSP also made the point that the fact remains that the sources of the money remain doubtful and thus went ahead to issue its freezing orders. And so per the act that established the OSP, when an asset has been seized and frozen by its office, the office needs to confirm at the High Court within a period of 7 days. Now, Madam Cecilia Dapaah opposed the application. It was her contention that the OSP had breached its own law by not confirming such seizures and freezing of her account within the mandatory 7-day period set by its enabling legislation. And if the court goes ahead to confirm and endorse the acts of the OSP, it may be giving it blessings to illegalities that will mean that the court will be condoning lawlessness. She said the conditions precedent for the OSP to seize and freeze property of Madam Cecilia Dapaah were not met before the OSP carried out the act of searching her house, and by so doing has failed to properly invoke the jurisdiction of the court. To Madam Cecilia Dapaah, the property were acquired long before she came into public office, and she's not emerged in any corruption or corruption-related activity. Now, the court set down 4 main issues for determination in its ruling. The first was the capacity of the person who authorized the affidavit. It was established that it was not the OSP who authorized it, but it was done by someone who had the authority to do so. And so the presumption of regularity had been satisfied. And that's the objection by Madam Cecilia Dapaah on the basis of the capacity of the person who authorized it was far-fetched and without any legal justification. The second issue set down by the courts looked at whether the condition precedent for the seizure of the property in Madam Cecilia Dapaah's matrimonial home was met. The court said the OSP acted in excess of its jurisdiction. The OSP also failed to confirm the seizure within 7 days, and the court cannot purport to do something which is illegal. The court indicated they are mandated to uphold the law and not condone breaches. The court said the former minister had demonstrated that she was not concealing any property because the property the OSP found in her home could have been concealed during the subsistence of the criminal case, but the respondent did not do so, and that the OSP failed to justify any reasonable suspicion of the property being tainted. To the court, what the OSP has done is to interfere with the property of Madam Cecilia Dapaah, and that's in breach of the 1992 Constitution. And on the final issue for determination, and that the OSP acted on mere speculation, was reactionary to public sentiment and acted without any legal authority. The court thus ordered the OSP to return the property he discovered in her matrimonial home to her within a period of 7 days. Reporting from the court complex, my name is Richard Kwejenya for Joy News.